I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. I figured that if I said it enough, I would convince the world that I was really the greatest. One very successful person said this, and if you pay attention, you will realize that every successful person says the same thing. Before I got successful, I had to believe it. I had to convince myself I already am successful. And then the consequence of this mindset is success. You will also realize that successful people always point out that the only difference between them and the average people is their state of mind. Life is the same for everyone. You just need to follow the rules. Although all of this is scientifically proven, it seems like most of the people will continue ignoring this fact, and I can't figure out why. If you have the formula to manifest whatever you want, why wouldn't you use it? If you are one of the rare ones and you are ready to transform your life, then this video is for you. Every one of us is different. We all believe in different things and we all perceive the world and ourselves differently. But one thing that should be common to all of us is the fact that everything is achievable. However, this is not a fact. Things that I may find achievable may not be achievable for you. That's because of your belief that you can't do it. So I recommend starting with smaller goals, something that feels achievable, something that feels realistic. Because once you achieve the smaller goal and you notice that you did it because of your mindset, that will give you even more strength and belief in yourself to aim even higher. Everything starts with visualization. Visualization draws the corresponding feelings. In other words, no matter if you think of your past or your future, when you visualize it, you will feel something. So when you visualize yourself achieving something that's realistic for you, you will feel emotions like joy, excitement, happiness, and gratitude. These emotions are a magnet that draws the experience you visualize to you. So visualization is always the first step. You can't do anything without visualizing it first, right? You can't even drink a glass of water if you don't hold that picture in your mind. So accept the fact that everything starts in our minds first. Everything that you see around you was once visualized before becoming matter, a solid object. When the heart achieves coherence, it emits an external magnetic field that extends as far as 3 meters. Think of it as your very own Wi-Fi signal. Now here's where it gets fascinating. When your brain syncs up with this coherent heart field, it has the ability to transmit information on this frequency. This means that thoughts related to your wealth, health, and more can be carried on the waves of your heart's emotions. Emotions are the ultimate product of our life experiences. According to epigenetics, it's the environment that communicates with our genes. When your environment triggers emotions, it's like your body is signaling your genes ahead of time. You're essentially biologically believing, behaving, and becoming the person your emotions dictate. Imagine this process in action. Novice meditators, after just a week, demonstrate profound changes in their metabolites. Their bodies seem to be moving towards a different state of being. Now let's talk about heart coherence. I understand it might sound a bit abstract. Essentially, it means that your breathing and heart rate are in perfect harmony at one particular moment, and you maintain this synchrony for a duration. But what's more crucial to grasp is that coherence represents rhythm and cadence. When you're in a state of fear or survival, your heart races, your breath quickens, and your brain waves spike in an aroused state. So, a significant part of our lives is spent anticipating the worst-case scenarios due to chronic stress, which often leaves us breathless. However, through our research and collaboration with the HeartMath Institute, we've discovered that slowing down your breath slows down your brain waves. Teaching your body to transition from survival mode to relaxation mode allows your heart to flourish. And when you focus your attention on your heart, remarkable things happen. When your heart beats in rhythm and you're no longer operating in survival mode, your heart begins to communicate with your brain. It sends a wave of energy, akin to tapping a giant drum. This wave instantly nudges your brain into an alpha state, signaling that it's safe to create, to explore new possibilities, and to move beyond survival. It's like the ripple effect of dropping pebbles into a pond. When your heart is coherent, it generates a magnetic field carrying vital information. Just remember that the more coherent it is, the better it can transmit this valuable data. I'm often asked about my personal spiritual practice. Well, every morning I pose the same question to myself. What is the greatest version of myself that I can be today? This daily ritual aligns with scientific findings that suggest becoming aware of our unconscious thoughts, habits, and emotions allows us to shift away from our old selves. By observing these aspects of ourselves, we transition into a state of consciousness where we can reshape our reality. So, my journey involves becoming conscious of the person I no longer wish to be. It's essential to remember that nearly 95% of who we become by age 35 is influenced by our deeply ingrained habits, attitudes, beliefs, perceptions, and emotional reactions. They function as a subconscious program running our lives. So the key to change lies in unlearning and relearning. It's about breaking free from the grip of our old habits and rediscovering a new self, one that aligns with our greatest ideals. Remember, my friends, change is a biological process, and it begins with your conscious awareness. Embrace it, and you'll unlock the limitless potential within you. We start with a desire, a clear intention saying, I want this, but I need it on these conditions. I can't afford to affect that person, and I certainly don't want to lose this other thing. We're trying to fine-tune the universe to land our specific desires right at our feet. But here's the thing. The universe doesn't quite work like that. True intention is more like saying, I want a healing, I want a new job, I want a new relationship. But it's what comes next that truly matters. It's when you ask the what-if question. What if I were in love? What if I had that dream job? What if I were in a new, fulfilling relationship? That's when the magic begins. Your brain, specifically the frontal lobe, which is the crowning achievement of human evolution, goes into action. This frontal lobe, connected to every part of your brain, turns on like a workshop. It starts sifting through your intellectual knowledge and past experiences, pulling together different neural networks. These networks are based on what you've learned or experienced, like knowing what love feels like or understanding the concept of a dream job. As these networks start to interconnect and fire together, a clear picture emerges in your mind. This picture is what we call intention. Now here's where it gets interesting. You can have conditions or specifics about your intention, like the income you want, the benefits you desire, or the kind of people you want to work with. These specifics contribute to the richness of your intention, like different ingredients adding flavor to a dish. Your intention, though, often takes a symbolic form, like an image or a word, that represents all these conditions. Imagine you see an image of a retreat center, a place you want to create. That image symbolizes all the conditions you've thought about. But it's more than just an image. It's a living motion picture. As it takes shape and form in your mind, you start living in that future. Here's the exciting part. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the actual event and what you're imagining. This is where the magic of mental rehearsal begins. You're literally rewiring your brain for the future. But there's more. To supercharge your intention, you need to combine it with emotion. Why? Because your body, your unconscious mind, doesn't differentiate between an external experience that generates an emotion and an emotion you create with your thoughts. So, when you feel the love, empowerment, or wholeness as if your intention is already real, your body responds as if it is. Here's the key. You can't wait for healing to feel whole, for a relationship to feel loved, or for a new job to feel empowered. You must feel those emotions now, And that's how your intention finds its way to you. This flips the script because, typically, we wait for external circumstances to change our internal state. But the real power lies in changing how we feel inside, and the universe responds accordingly. It's all about shifting from waiting for to living as if. Your internal state determines your reality. So, dare to dream, feel the emotions, and become the architect of your own destiny. You can release your grip and surrender to a higher intelligence, letting yourself be tantalized by the unpredictable outcome. Surrendering to the unknown can be a delightful experience, much like being tickled. You see, the physiology of tickling reveals an interesting secret. You can't truly experience the joy of being tickled if you know precisely when or where it will happen. It's in the unpredictability, the surprise, that the magic of tickling resides. In the grand scheme of the universe, it too wants to tickle us in its unique way. Imagine a world where you have an infinite expanse of time and an infinite array of possibilities at your disposal. That's the quantum realm for you. In this quantum domain, there is no structure, no material, no physicality, and no form. It's a realm made of pure energy, frequency, vibration, thought, consciousness, and information. Every thought you have in this realm carries a frequency. Now here's the kicker. All possibilities already exist in this quantum field. So you don't have to conjure up possibilities. You simply have to become aware that they exist. The moment you do, you alter the thought, creating a different frequency. But for those who truly grasp the essence of the quantum, they don't wait for experiences to unfold. Instead, they feel the frequency of their desired outcome even before it materializes. In the three-dimensional world, most people, when they think of abundance, inadvertently produce feelings of lack and scarcity. It's as if they're trying to create abundance. But in the quantum realm, it's different. You've got to genuinely feel it to experience it. So, as you draw closer to the source, the singularity, that point of pure love, zero-point field, or universal mind, whatever resonates with you, something incredible happens. The closer you get to it, the more you're enveloped in bliss, love, and ecstasy. At this point, you're no longer creating from a sense of lack or separation. Instead, you create from a place of abundance and unity. As you inch closer to this pure consciousness, the distance between the thought of what you desire and the actual experience of having it shrinks. It's as if the cause and effect happen almost instantaneously. People who can create from this fifth-dimensional reality find that they need to do less. They become magnets for synchronicities and opportunities that seem to gravitate toward them. Life surprises them with outcomes they least expected, and it proves unequivocally that they are the creators of their lives, not mere victims. In essence, you are transforming from a victim, where external circumstances dictate your feelings and thoughts, into the creator of your life. No longer are you at the mercy of life's ups and downs. You are the conductor of your destiny. Now, the most challenging part of all this is merely finding the time to start this incredible journey of self-discovery. But trust me, the journey is more than worth it. Before we conclude this enlightening journey, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me on this path of transformation and self-discovery. I hope you found immense value in the wisdom we've explored today. Now, as we wrap up, I have a humble request for you. If you resonated with the profound insights shared in this video, if you felt a shift in your perspective or a spark of inspiration, please take a moment to share this video with others who might benefit from it. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positive change and growth. And if you found value here, if you felt the resonance of these transformative ideas, I invite you to express it by hitting the like button below. Your likes serve as a beacon of light, guiding more seekers towards this empowering knowledge. Lastly, if you're eager to continue this journey of self-mastery, if you thirst for more insights and guidance on how to unlock your fullest potential, I warmly invite you to subscribe to this channel. By doing so, you become a part of our community, a collective of individuals dedicated to personal growth, transformation, and the exploration of the limitless possibilities within. Thank you for being here, for your curiosity, and for your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself.